Ladies and gentlemen, warriors of the night, survivors of the storm, and those who have been forged in the fires of betrayal and pain, welcome. You are here because you are not ordinary. You are not the kind to break, under pressure to fall to your knees, to accept the lies of a world that seeks to trample on your spirit. You are the ones who stand tall, even when every force of nature, every whisper of doubt, every venomous tongue seeks to push you down. You rise again because you have learned what it means to survive and to conquer, to endure the unbearable and emerge stronger than before. And now the time has come to speak of justice, the kind of justice that will not be found in the courts or in the feeble laws of men, but in the force of your will, in the fire of your anger, and in the unrelenting pursuit of the truth that has been buried beneath layers of lies, deceit, and corruption. Those who have wronged you, those who have used their words like weapons to tear you apart, they have thought they could get away with it, that they could speak their poison into the air and walk away untouched. But they were wrong. They were dead wrong. Justice is coming, and it is not a distant dream. It is not a vague hope floating in the future. It is a certainty that cannot be denied or postponed any longer. You have suffered long enough. You have been pushed to the edge. You have been made to feel small, insignificant, worthless by the lies of those who sought to break you down, to twist your reality, to poison your perception of who you are. But they could not kill your spirit. They could not extinguish the fire that burns within you. And now you are ready. Now you will rise and claim what is rightfully yours. Every word they use to hurt you, every insult, every lie, every attack, every accusation will be paid for. They think they can hide behind their arrogance, behind their power, behind their position. They think they can speak their venom and escape unscathed, but they will soon learn the consequences of underestimating the storm that is about to hit them. The storm that you are now becoming, the storm that will destroy their false world and expose the truth for all to see. You have been through hell. You have fought battles, both seen and unseen. You have bled and you have cried. You have endured what no human being should ever have to endure. And through it all, you have learned the most powerful lesson of all you have learned, that you are unbreakable, that you are unshakable, that no matter what they throw at you, no matter how they try to wound you, no matter how many times they speak their lies and spread their poison, you will never break, you will never bend, and you will never give in, because you know the truth, you know your worth, and you know that justice is coming. The time for silence is over. The time for hiding in the shadows is over. The time for letting others dictate your life and your fate is over. It is time to rise up, to claim your power, to speak your truth, to hold your ground, and to show the world what happens when they mess with you, when they try to tear you down, when they think they can silence your voice. You are not afraid of them. You are not afraid of their threats, or their power, or their lies, because you know that justice is not something that can be controlled by the few, the rich, the powerful, the corrupt. Justice is something that is born in the hearts of the oppressed. It is something that burns in the soul of those who have been wronged, and it is something that will never be extinguished, no matter how hard they try to put it out. They think they can hide behind their facades, their wealth, their influence, their so-called power. But the truth is, like a wildfire, once it starts, it cannot be contained. It cannot be stopped, and it will burn everything in its path to the ground. They will pay for every word they used to hurt you, every insult, every lie, every attack, every effort to destroy. You will come back to them tenfold, and they will not be able to run. They will not be able to escape, because justice has no mercy. It has no favorites and it knows no boundaries. It will find them wherever they are, and it will strip them of everything they hold dear. It will tear down their illusions and expose them for who they truly are. And when the dust settles, when the smoke clears, when the wreckage of their world is all that remains, they will look around and they will see the truth staring them in the face, and they will realize that they were never as untouchable as they thought they were. They will realize that you were never as powerless as they made you feel, and they will understand that no matter how many lies they told, no matter how many times they tried to destroy you, no matter how much they tried to break your spirit, you are still standing. You are still here, and you are stronger than ever. They will pay for every word they used to hurt you. But this is not about vengeance. This is not about seeking revenge. This is about reclaiming your dignity, your power, your life. This is about showing the world that no one can take away what is yours. No one can strip you of your worth. No one can silence your voice, no matter how hard they try. Because you are not just a survivor. You are a warrior. You are a force to be reckoned with. And no one can take that from you, no matter what they say or do. So stand tall, warriors of the night. Stand tall, and let them hear your roar. Let them feel the weight of your presence. Let them know that justice is coming, and they will not be able to escape the reckoning that awaits them, because you have been through the fire, you have been tested, and you have come out the other side, stronger, smarter, more powerful, and more determined than ever before. They thought they could break you. They thought they could silence you. They thought they could destroy you. But now, it is their turn. Now, it is their time to face the consequences of their actions, to feel the full force of the justice that they have tried so hard to avoid. They will pay for every word they used to hurt you. They will pay for every attempt to bring you down. They will pay for every moment they tried to take your peace, your joy, your life away from you. This is not the end, my friends. This is the beginning. This is the moment when you take control of your destiny, when you take back everything they tried to steal from you, when you show them that you are not afraid of them, that you are not afraid of their lies, their manipulation, their empty threats, because you know that you have something far more powerful than anything they could ever hope to possess. You have the truth on your side, and you have the strength of your spirit to carry you forward, and nothing can stop you now. So let them come. Let them say what they want. Let them try to hurt you. Let them try to destroy you, because you know one thing for certain: justice is coming, and they will pay for every word they used to hurt you, every insult, every lie, every attack, every effort to break you. Because justice is not a theory, it is not an idea. It is a force, and that force is about to hit them with everything you have. And when the dust settles, when the world has been reshaped and the lies have been exposed, you will stand victorious. You will stand tall. You will stand as the living proof that no matter how dark the night gets, no matter how hard the storm rages, no matter how many times you are knocked down, you will always rise again. And when you rise, justice will rise with you, and the world will never be the same again. They will never be the same again, for what awaits them is not just the wrath of your resolve, but the unstoppable truth that will dismantle their constructed lies piece by piece. The world they built on manipulation, control, and silence will crack under the weight of their own deceit. You see, what they fail to understand, what they fail to grasp in their arrogance, is that truth is a force far stronger than the masks they wear. It's a fire that will burn through their illusions and expose their very essence. They have woven a web of lies so thick, so intricate, that they believed they could entrap you, but now that same web will be their undoing. Every thread they pulled to bind you will now snap back in their faces. Every sneer, every slander, every calculated attempt to make you doubt your worth or question your place in this world. Each of these words will be their chains. Each will bind them tighter and tighter until they suffocate beneath the weight of their own guilt. You think they can walk away unscathed? Number, the universe doesn't work that way. You don't cast stones without them returning to you. And while they may have basked in the temporary glory of their conquest, they will come to know the true cost of what they have done. It won't be immediate, it won't always be visible, but make no mistake, justice will catch up with them. The weight of the wrongs they committed against you, the pain they inflicted on your soul, will follow them like shadows in the darkest night. No amount of wealth, no amount of power, no amount of empty prestige will be able to shield them when the reckoning arrives. The truth cannot be buried, not forever. It might be delayed, it might be obscured for a time, but it will always find its way to the surface. And when it does, it will burn brighter than 1,000 suns, revealing the ugliness that they sought to hide. The very words they use to harm you will be the fire that destroys them. The lies, the cruelty, the attempts to degrade your worth will all come back to them, magnified by the sheer force of karma. Their cruelty was not without consequence, and that consequence is now at hand. So, when they sleep soundly, thinking that their lives have gone unnoticed, when they hold their heads high as if they are untouchable, remember that this is but a fleeting illusion. They are merely standing on borrowed time, and every hour that ticks by is a reminder that their actions have set in motion something they cannot control. The day will come when they will look around and they will see everything they've built crumble piece by piece until there is nothing left but the hollow echoes of their own destruction. But this is not about their destruction alone. This is not about them suffering simply because you have suffered. This is not about making them feel what you felt. No, this is about balance. This is about restoring what was taken from you. The universe demands balance. For every wrong, there must be a right. For every injustice, there must be justice. And while they have tried to steal your peace, your dignity, and your worth, justice will come for it all. It will come with a fury so pure, so righteous, that not even they will be able to ignore it. You have learned the lesson. You have learned that no matter how long it takes, no matter how much they try to delay or distort the truth, there is a power far greater than anything they could ever imagine. They cannot control the tides of fate. They cannot escape the consequences of their actions. They will learn this, and when they do, they will know that it is you who have emerged victorious, not through revenge, but through the simple truth of your survival. Surviving is not enough. Surviving was the first step, but thriving, that's where your true power lies. They thought they could break you, bend you to their will, make you question your value, but in the end, they only made you stronger. In trying to destroy you, they only built a version of you that is indestructible. You are a force of nature now, unstoppable and untamed. And they are but mere mortals, playing their petty games on a stage that is far too small for what is coming. This isn't just about your healing. It isn't just about your personal victory. It is a statement to the world. A statement to anyone who dares to play with fire and think they won't get burned. You are no longer a victim. You are no longer someone to be walked over, disrespected, or belittled. You are a warrior now. You are someone who has seen the darkest parts of this world and emerged from it like a phoenix reborn from the ashes. And you will not let anyone take that from you again. They may try to find ways to manipulate the system, to hide behind their power, to twist the narrative, but it won't matter. When the truth is in the air, it cannot be ignored. when your strength is undeniable, when your resilience is woven into the very fabric of your being, no amount of manipulation can ever erase what they did. Every false move they make, every step they take to avoid their fate, will be another crack in the dam. They will try to escape it, but they cannot. They will be swallowed by the weight of their own lies. They will become what they feared most, powerless. You have seen them for what they are, and now they will see you for what you've become. And let me tell you this, warriors, they will never be able to unsee it. They will never be able to forget the force they tried to defeat, the spirit they tried to crush. They will know, in their hearts, that they are not the powerful ones. You are. Justice will arrive, not with a roar, but with the steady force of an unstoppable tide. It won't announce itself. It won't ask permission. It will simply rise, and when it does, it will wash over everything they have built, until nothing remains but the wreckage of their empty empire. Their words, their actions, their schemes will all be laid bare for the world to see. No more hiding, no more pretending. The truth will be their undoing. And when it's all over, when they have finally realized the scope of their wrongs, it will be you who stands unscathed. It will be you who rises above the ashes of their crumbling empire. You will stand victorious, not because you sought revenge, but because you never lost your soul, never lost your spirit, and never lost your truth. In the end, it was always going to be you who had the final word. They will pay for every word they used to hurt you, but you will gain something far greater: peace. So let them tremble in their arrogance. Let them think they are untouchable. Because what they fail to realize is that their time is up. Justice is not just coming. It is already here. And when it's done with them, they will wish they had never crossed you. Because what awaits them is a fate they can neither comprehend nor control. They believed they could play with your soul, manipulate your emotions, and tear you down with their words, with their venom, with their twisted sense of power. But what they failed to realize, what they utterly underestimated, was the strength they were provoking. They were poking a fire, thinking they could extinguish it, not realizing that they were stoking the flames of something far greater than their petty schemes. They were under the false illusion that you could be broken, that you could be bent to their will, that you could be silenced by their lies. But they could not have been more wrong. They were like children playing with a force they could never hope to understand. For you are not a fragile vessel waiting to shatter under pressure. You are a fortress forged in the fires of struggle, built to withstand the heaviest of storms. What they do not know, what they cannot know, is that you are now untouchable. Your spirit is no longer something they can wound, because in every battle you fought, in every word they used to try to hurt you, you found something deeper within yourself. They made the mistake of thinking they could reduce you to nothing but their victim, their target, their punching bag. But each attempt they made only strengthened you. Each strike they launched at you, each word they used to tear you down, only fueled the fire inside you until it became something too powerful to extinguish. When the storm first came, you were shaken. You were thrown off balance, but you did not break. And that is what they cannot understand. They thought they could push you over, but they did not realize that you were never meant to fall. You were meant to rise, to become something that no one could touch, something that no one could break, something that could not be confined or destroyed. You're not merely surviving, you are evolving, growing stronger with each breath, with each step, with each move they make. They will wish they had never crossed you, because justice is not a simple thing. It is not a fleeting emotion or a momentary impulse. Justice is a force as real as the air you breathe, and it does not forget. It does not relent. It does not hesitate. And while they may have thought their lies were harmless, their actions inconsequential, they will come to learn that every word, every action, every attempt to harm you carries weight. The universe will see to it. Fate will ensure that they are held accountable for every sin, every transgression, and every moment they chose to hurt you. Now look at them, standing tall in their arrogance, cloaked in the illusion that they are untouchable. But this is only temporary. This is but a mask they wear to shield themselves from the truth. Beneath their bravado, they are afraid. They know deep down that they cannot control the tides of justice. They know that no matter how high they climb, no matter how much power they accumulate, no matter how many lies they tell, they will never escape the consequences of their actions. And when justice comes for them, and it will strip away everything they have built. You will see them for what they are. You will see the cracks in their armor, the desperation in their eyes, the fear in their hearts. They will be forced to confront the consequences of their cruelty. No amount of wealth, no amount of influence, no amount of power will be able to save them. They will be left with nothing but the echoes of their own guilt, the weight of their own actions bearing down on them until they can no longer stand. But justice is not something you seek out of malice. You seek it because it is right. You seek it because you have been wronged, because they have hurt you in ways they cannot even begin to comprehend. And while they may have thought they could get away with it, that they could hide behind their wealth and influence, they will soon find that the truth cannot be buried forever. The truth will rise, and when it does, it will be unstoppable. It will burn through every lie, every mask, every shield they have put in place to protect themselves. The truth will lay them bare. It will expose their corruption, their cruelty, and their fear. They thought they could break you, but they only forged you into something stronger. They thought they could silence your voice, but they only made it louder. They thought they could destroy your spirit, but they only made it unbreakable. And now, the moment of reckoning is upon them. They will come to understand that there is no escaping the justice they have earned. The words they used to hurt you will be the chains that bind them. The consequences of their actions will be their undoing, and the truth will be the hammer that shatters their illusion of power. But you will stand tall. You will stand strong. You will rise from the ashes of their destruction, unscathed and unbroken. You will show the world that no matter how dark the storm, no matter how fierce the winds of betrayal, you cannot be brought down. They will see you, and they will know that they underestimated you. They will know that their attempts to hurt you were futile, that their cruelty was a wasted effort. Because in the end, you are not the one who will suffer. They are. And when it is all over, when justice has been served, when the dust has settled, and the truth is all that remains, you will have what they can never take away from you, your peace. They will be left with nothing but the weight of their wrongs, and they will have no choice but to confront them. They will be forced to reckon with the consequences of their actions, and in that reckoning, they will find no escape. In the end, it will be you who stands victorious. It will be you who holds the power. It will be you who shows the world that there is no price too high to pay for truth, no cost too great to pay for justice. And when they look at you, when they see the strength you have gained, the resilience you have shown, they will know that they were never dealing with someone weak, someone fragile, someone they could crush with a few words. They will know that they were dealing with a warrior, a survivor, a force of nature that cannot be stopped. The world they created, the one built on lies and deception, will crumble. And you will be the one who remains standing, unshaken, unbroken, unyielding in your pursuit of what is right. And that is a power they can never take from you. So let them tremble in fear. Let them run from the inevitable, because the day is coming when they will face the truth. And on that day, they will wish with every ounce of their being that they had never crossed you. The winds of fate have shifted. Justice is not a promise. It is not a fleeting hope. It is an undeniable force, one that will not rest until everything that was taken from you is returned. And when that moment arrives, when the scales of justice are finally balanced, it will be a reckoning the world will never forget. So stand tall, warriors, for the battle is not over. It has only just begun. And so, the time has come. Justice is not a distant dream. It is here, and it will not be denied. The ones who thought they could break you, silence you, or destroy you will soon face the consequences of their actions. They will realize too late that you are not someone they could trample on. You are a force, unbreakable, unwavering. And in the end, when the dust settles and the truth is revealed, it will be you who stands victorious, stronger and more powerful than ever before. Justice is coming, and they will pay for every word they used to hurt you. The reckoning is inevitable, and nothing will stop it. Stand tall, for you have already won.